versus dating and how modern day movies and TV shows are messing with our perception of real life. That's what the girls are talking about today on the show. Plus, we have an amazing giveaway coming up for you at the end, so stay tuned for all that.
Yes, so like I was saying, kissing through the phone might seem like less more of an issue to some than when you get to the kissing. Yeah, I mean emojis are simple. Just one emoji kiss. But then when it's a very different thing to like people that kiss and how far or where kissing can take you. Do you guys think you should kiss before marriage, or is it something that you feel should be done on your wedding day for the first time, or what are your thoughts on that?
I'm so divided on that one.
So am I.
I feel like you hesitate, but then I don't know if something happens when you are so completely
in your feelings,
and so you finally feel like God is saying yes to this person.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I might do it anyway.
Exactly. Like God said yes.
And I think it's difficult.
I think I'm gonna say this, and I don't want anyone to think, oh, she's just preaching.
Okay.
Because I know the struggle of not being able to kiss, blah blah blah. But one thing I've been told and I've learned and I know is that if you can kiss, we're all familiar with the idea that sin isn't not just the physical act; it starts with the thoughts.
Yeah.
If you can honestly kiss somebody, your boyfriend, whoever you're with, whoever it is, without the thought of anything impure, not thinking, oh, what if you just grab me here? What would it be like to do that? If you can have a purely how can you even lie?
Well, that's the response. I think that answers it right there. Like, can you?
I ain't gonna kiss. I'm gonna wait till my wedding day, fam. In fact, I'm waiting to kiss at the altar.
Okay, guys, no, seriously, if you can kiss with a pure,
babe, we gonna wait, okay?
Clearly, these people can't.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't. If we can kiss with a pure mind, that's not gonna lead us to lust or any sort of. Feel free. I'll shake your hand while you do it.
Yeah. While you do it. But I not even afterwards. Like, why?
I know personally, I can't. I think when you open the door, like kissing does seem so insignificant. When you open that door, you are opening the door to things that you don't even want to think about. So I think if my advice to people out there who are thinking, oh, can I kiss him? Can I kiss him? I would refrain.
Yeah.
Listen, even hugging is a struggle, fam. If you find hugging a struggle.
Yeah.
Those long hugs.
Yes, those hugs that last forever.
Those long hugs.
And I say this practicing what I preach, hoping to practice what I preach.
I think for me, it really just comes down to honoring God. And I feel like I know that my purity honors God. I don't know about other people, but I know my purity honors God. And I can kiss and that won't be bad, but kissing would lead to other stuff. And that stuff wouldn't honor God. So as much as I would want to, I just choose to honor God. And I think once I make it my focus that I'm going to honor God, I'm not saying it gets all the way easy, but it is a bit easier.
I think it is easier when you choose to, when you've got the honouring of God at the forefront of your mind. It's like, okay, especially when you're at the point, or you're at the point where it's like, oh, but I really want to do this, and I really like them, and it's just like the best thing ever, I can't believe it, oh my gosh, God, you're so amazing. And then it's like, so why can't I hug him? Why can't I hug him? And it's like, girl, you just thank God for this. So honour God in this. And just be okay.
And saying that, honouring God has been like a safe place for me. And so there's so many people, like, they wouldn't expose themselves too much, but there's so many places where it could have got there. And I've thought, no, like, God, like, no.
So important to make sure that your relationship with God is just constantly on a high. I understand we have the highs and lows, but constantly being filled with the Word of God, constantly just being intentional about His presence. Because I know when I haven't been or practiced, or I've come out of that dwelling place, and I took myself slightly out of the safety under His shadow.
That's
The mindset. So not even the actions, because you trained yourself so long to not go with that, but it's the mind, and then it's the crave of the flesh that gets so fiery. And because you haven't spent time in just pouring out your heart to the Lord, like, this is my desire, and I really like what you're doing, thank you, Lord, help me, I need your presence. Well, you ain't been there. You've had a slap and dash morning time, slap and dash prayer session, slap and dash Bible reading, you ain't filled with the word. And you see that person that you think is fine. My gosh.
Girl.
Fire. Not that you're going to go strip them or whatever, but it's hard.
Yes.
Because your mind is raging. They're there talking to you. But, so what do you think about the weather today? You're like,
Your lips are so nice.
it's a struggle. You need to stay in the presence. Like, you need to stay in the presence. I need to stay.
I think also if you have a partner who is in agreement with you,
No.
I can't tell you the struggle when the other person does
Doesn't
not
agree.
have the same mindset.
Amen.
It is a struggle. It's such a struggle.
Amen.
So
Definitely.
Yeah.
So who's next? Me?
yeah, go for it.
Drea.
Yes?
Alright, I'll go. Ooh. What do I got? I got dating.
Ooh.
Oh, I like this first one. Dating websites and Christian websites. So, dating websites, how do we feel about them?
How do I feel about
How do you feel about dating websites?
dating websites? I think that
I'm waiting for I'm waiting for Lena. Fucking error.
Oh God.
you know, people in this life. See me, yeah?
Oh my gosh. How do you feel about dating websites?
I don't know how I feel. I believe you can be connected with anybody anyhow. I mean, we've been on MSN, Facebook, there was even another one.
Bebo.
High Five, Bebo, all of those things. And I've got some friends that I call really close friends now. I met them on something called
MySpace.
MySpace, or there was another one, the Black something. And we're cool friends now. Every Christmas, every New Year's, whatever. So I think, but I don't know. That was social networking.
Yeah.
When it comes to dating, you've got the intention of dating.
The question is, are Christian dating websites okay?
It's not advisable simply because you meet any kind of Christian.
Yeah, because this is the thing, right? Because when we had the Skype conversation, when we had our meeting on Skype preparing for this episode, we started talking about Christian Mingle. So no shade or nothing, but I tried to get on there just to see how the process works. And basically, they have a section where you can either just go in straight and register, or they have a section where you can browse for free. Without registering, but even that section you actually have to register, so you just go through a circular and then you have to register in order to browse. I didn't want to do the registering because I didn't actually want to be on the site, but I just wanted to see what the process is. So I went through that section, and the first parts they ask you obvious questions like, are you a man, are you a woman, are you just looking for just to meet people, or are you looking to date? And then the next section I was like, do you smoke, sex before marriage, stuff like that. And it wasn't like they weren't asking it in the sense of if you do these things it disqualifies you. They just want to know. So I'm like, if this is a Christian, so like I just kind of felt like if it was a Christian website, then it should be a thing of if you do those things, then we don't want you on here. So I feel like essentially the Christian is only in the name, like they just say they're a Christian website, but they're not actually a Christian. It's just basically the same as any other website that you find out there. So
yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Because I've heard some success stories about dating websites, people finding somebody that they are crazy in love with, and I don't know, what do you call that? Luck, fluke, God? I don't know. So I wouldn't go and do it.
yeah.
I wouldn't go and do it. I would like to meet face to face with the individual.
She's just face-to-face person.
Yeah, she is a face-to-face person. Yeah. I mean, I guess some people will say though, it's just another way of meeting people, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not really like. I mean, you can meet someone on Facebook. You can meet. The point is to meet them, and I guess so because in that sense, there's nothing wrong with dating website if you're just meeting people. But I guess for me, the problem is that it's the way people represent themselves on the internet, isn't it? It's not. I mean, getting to know somebody in real life is very different from getting to know them on the phone or on Facebook or on social media because they get to show you a part of themselves. And I think the problem with dating websites for me is if you connect with someone online and you're talking to them for like 2-3 months online, by the time you get to meet them, you're already in your feelings. And if you're in your feelings, there's certain things that you're willing to compromise on and forgive that you might not even realize that you're doing that. Because, oh no, I like him and he's just really amazing. But as soon as you see him, the red flags start to go up. But because you already developed that connection to them, you're very willing to forgive red flags. Whereas if you had met him and seen those red flags immediately, you might not have been so willing to. That's why, for me, I would just stay away from online. Just because I want to see you like face to face so I can judge you.
I think dating online already, for me, there's a stigma behind it, it's the last resort. Like, for some people, couldn't find anyone, why don't you sign up to dating website, So I think, for me personally, I would never meet anyone online. I've watched Catfish too many times. And, serial killers, Joseph. But seriously, I don't know, I'm like that too. I'd like to get to know you personally, as opposed to meeting you online. I wouldn't, but I have nothing against anyone that does.
Yeah, I think what is it? I don't want to become that one in this group, but I do, like you said, I think the premise of the site, because we both know I went on Christian Mingle, not like
Girl, it was an experiment.
If my dad sees this video, it's not because I was like going on online.
Mr. Oluwa, she was just experimenting.
No, it was just like, I think, yeah, so I went on it, and like you said, there was all these questions, and some questions I'm like, why are we even asking this?
Yeah,
like,
for a Christian.
For a Christian.
Does it ask
like,
if you're born again?
No.
I don't remember. I didn't see that. No. Maybe I just didn't go far enough in the process. But you can choose the type of Christian you are, so you can select it. Yeah, but that was more denominational.
Denominational. It's not like
Protestant, Catholic,
And then I think there was a point where because I accidentally selected, so I deleted it. I accidentally selected looking for women. Instead of, and I was like, no. And then I didn't press delete.
And you're a woman.
And I'm like, why is that even an option?
Yeah,
because obviously man can choose. But then I was like, why is that option for me as a woman? And obviously the site can't detect that the person, But then I was just like, okay, so they asked some questions. So for your point where you said, obviously the site, you don't think it's just another site. Yeah. I feel like it could be just another site, but it does have some real Christians on there. Okay. And I think there are genuine Christians out there who are just maybe they're not exposed to different ways of meeting people who don't perhaps have a big social network or whatever, and they feel like, okay, maybe they feel like, oh, it's my last resort, I'm going to go online, and they have gone online, and I can't say what everyone's intention is when they go online, but I know like Christians that have, met up with people, and it's become a thing where they're getting to know the person from when they've met them, and these were not like Christians that are like, well, who am I to say who someone's a real Christian, but I think these were Christian friends that I knew that actually went on.
Okay, but I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a minute, and because we're all women, and I'm assuming most of our viewers are women, isn't our part in the game to wait for the guy to come to us? So if you're going on a dating website, are you waiting? Or are we just saying then that waiting, that's not a thing, we don't do that no more?
Technically you could still be waiting because you're just putting yourself out there. But you're waiting.
But if you're waiting, should you be putting yourself out there?
True.
Jay, you have that look on your face.
I have a question about this waiting thing, because I do feel like, okay, so we are meant to wait. I understand the value of the man being the one that chases and the one that pursues you, etc. But I do question, if you're a woman, so let's say, like I said, you've realized I don't really have a lot of social networks, etc. And are you expected to just sit in your house and wait for God to send this man to your doorstep? I just don't understand it.
Okay. Here's my thing, because we see, so most people will say no, but I feel like why not? He might be that neighbor that comes to knock on your door to ask for some sugar.
Funny.
I think sometimes we have to. I think Holy Jesus, help me. I think Christian advice is always great. I think, but we have to be mindful where we are like, sometimes the things we tell ourselves is hindrance to ourselves. I'm not saying use it as a license to go out and sin and then do whatever you need to with anyone. But at the same time, is there anything wrong with like, I don't know how to say this because Christian focus on like YouTube. Yeah.
No, I personally don't think there's anything wrong with becoming a lot more sociable, because I think with me, if you are in line and busy about pursuing your purpose and you're busy about doing what God has called you to do, or you're at your workplace and it's purposeful, you're at your cousin's place, and if you're following the steps ordered by the Lord, that person will meet you on that road.
Yeah.
I feel like it will just be something so natural and so smooth. And the thing is, you won't even be expecting it. Why? Because you're
just doing your thing. You're
doing the thing, and when this person comes, you'll be like, oh, you were watching me. You actually like me. Oh, okay. Let's do this then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think so. Whatever you choose to do, then so long as you're learning.
Okay.
I do have a question. So on that basis, I don't know personally anyone that's got married from like Christian side. Just because I don't. I do know one, but they were not Christian, so it was just a regular dating side. So on that basis, the women that have put themselves out there, and let's say they have met someone, the Christian people that have started families out there, is their relationship like almost like what, imbalanced or in the wrong way because they went and put themselves out there?
I mean, I don't think so. But like, I was literally just asking because I'm actually curious. Like, if you're doing that, I mean, I guess for the reason why I brought up the concept of dating, because I don't think a lot of people really think about dating. I think people just think I'm at that age and I need to put myself out there. And I was just asking in the sense of, where do you draw the line? Like, can you say I'm dating but still putting myself out? I'm waiting but still putting myself out there? And it's like, how do you define the wait if you are going to do it?
Dating like meeting people and going out with them?
Well, online, that's what you have to do.
Yeah,
you have
so
to
that's one of the questions that's on my paper that I picked. Dating versus dating for fun. Or dating for marriage versus dating for fun. I mean, what do you say to people? No, but some people will say that's what I have to do to meet the person, you know, so I have to go out on a few dates, you know, kiss a few frogs in order to meet my friends.
Girl, you better go bowling with some friends and tell them to invite their other friends.
Well, that's a good idea, though. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hello, yeah, I'm planning.
Yeah, so it's not. I think that's what most people say is, how do I find someone if I don't make the effort to go out there or to put myself out there? So then that brings in my question of waiting. Then are we saying, let me sit at home?
How do you wait then? I think that's a genuine question for me to know. Like, how do you wait? What does waiting look like?
See, I don't think
pursuing purpose.
Just you doing your
thing.
I think the concept of waiting isn't putting your life in park. It's just being excellent at whatever you do while you wait for the relationship to
Can
come.
I get a high five?
Yeah, so it's basically like whatever it is I'm doing, I'm just going to be amazing at it. And if in the course of doing that the relationship happens, then great.
Yeah.
And I think that's what waiting is. That waiting doesn't mean putting your life in park. It doesn't mean, you know, I'm just going to sit here and just wait for some man to come. It just means, you know.
Is it you?
Ooh, no. I think it just means, you know, this is where I am at right now. He's not here yet, but until he gets here, I'm just going to keep being amazing here.
Yeah.
Okay.
My turn.
Yes, Drea. Okay. Is it that bad?
No, it's okay. Social media and TV. How much do TV shows? Okay. So, should I say the examples, or probably just come out you guys' mouth anyway? But so, how much do TV shows affect us as Christians and our view of love?
I think sometimes for me, in my experiences with certain shows, which I wouldn't say the names, they can have you rooting for the wrong things. So things that are not in your value.
Yeah.
So
It was like, I think it was like last summer, it was the season of the side chick. Every show had a side chick, and that side chick was somehow winning.
Winning!
And I remember every time I would go into that, and y'all know the shows I'm talking about. We're not going to say no names, but y'all know the shows I'm talking about, you know. You know, and it was like every was it Thursday? everybody would be tweeting, oh yeah, this, that. And I was like, people, like, she is the side chick.
Yeah.
Like, somebody else's marriage is falling apart because of this woman, y'all. I'm like, no, side chicks rule. It was like, and I think it's, anyway.
And
let me
even
just
it
pray.
makes you maybe. I think one of the in society when you're trying to make something acceptable, one of the ways you do it is put in
TV.
television shows, put it in newspapers, somewhere in front of us, so it becomes desensitized and it becomes the norm. So I feel like there's a lot of shows now that a lot of things that perhaps are not in our values are becoming just the norm. And in every show there is that character that will be this, or there will be that character pursuing this. That it's not something you honor, or it's not something in your values. But because you're presented it so much, you find yourself rooting for them, or you find yourself thinking, oh, their relationship is cute, and it's like, I don't know if it should be cute. You know what I mean?
And I think also off the back of that, on the positive side, not positive, but I'm not looking at the bad things. I mean, I feel like they romanticize a lot of things like marriage and love and boyfriend and girlfriend. Oh yeah, we just fell in love. It was love at first sight, and it's not that. It's not like
it's not true.
We've heard of stories where marriage is a difficult situation, and it's lovely. It's God's institute, but at the same time, there are problems that come with it. It's not every day. Oh, honey, what's for breakfast? It's not that. It's not. It's not that. So yeah. But I think that's definitely true. They definitely desensitize us and make us feel as though this
I think
is
that's
okay.
the power of TV, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
It is
how,
a
but
tool.
it feeds. It really it feeds you stuff, and you kind of receive stuff without realizing when you watch TV. You're so open to whatever's happening on the screen, and you're so open to receiving it. You don't realize, oh my god, like what they're saying is wrong. Like, what they're saying is not right, and I shouldn't accept it. And I think if you watch it over and over and over and over again, you become so you become so attached to these characters, and like you take on everything that they're taking on.
Yeah.
Even their mess.
Yeah.
And then you these things start to frame your principles.
Yeah.
They start to frame your life.
Yeah, sorry, off the back of that, I'm not going to name the show, I'm not sure about the name, but there was a show that I used to watch religiously on Monday. You guys probably do it Monday. Very ratchet, a lot of fighting.
Is the one in the real housewife?
And I used to watch religiously, like, and then I realised how I spoke changed. Like, I would start fighting with people like, are you crazy? Like, I used to, and how they basically, it was like they were speaking through me.
Yeah.
And you become so,
you hear their voice in your mouth.
and you just think, what am I saying?
That's a madness.
Because you do pick up their slogans, but it will be the same for anything. The people you're around and you associate yourself a lot with, you pick up their habits.
Yeah.
But it's like, remember when I watched like The Real all the time and I started saying things like Tim. I liked him.
Yeah.
But I'm always, I was like, how'd you tell? I never knew that.
No, it's not even. I don't even watch The Real that much, but you know when Tema goes.
Yeah,
I do that. I do that. I don't even know why. I don't even like it, but like someone just says something like.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like, but you pick up. I think that's the thing with TV. You pick up stuff.
Yeah.
And in a way, it starts to frame your ideas and your principles.
Yeah.
So you watch these things so much that you start to think like that. And even if you're not that kind of person, you just really find yourself like, oh, I want that. How many times have you watched the show and be like, oh, I want that to happen to me, like goals. But what you're looking at is wrong though. Like, they are having an affair, but they're so romantic.
I think we all know what show she's looking at now.
Woo!
Netflix gets me because you know Netflix, you can just let things roll.
Yeah.
And then
you watch the whole season in one
watch
night.
5 seasons. But then I think like what you said, I don't think when I'm watching it, oh no, I'm gonna pick up these like certain things I know, ooh, I don't want to watch that or I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
But then it's just later on in like little things you do, you
realize
you're more okay with certain things, so you're like, oh yeah, that's fine. That's not fine. Yeah.
That's not me. Yeah. Because even like whenever this is the reason why I don't like to watch Real Housewives, any of the Real Housewives shows. Because whenever I watch those shows, I walk away angry. There's so much nonsense happening on the screen that I just find myself not even angry at the show, but just being angry within myself. Why are you talking to me like, oh, what would you call me? What you want to start something? And it's like I'm not even that kind of person. But just because I've just been watching them fight, and now I'm just sitting there just waiting for somebody to say something. Like,
Drum roll, please. It is time for this week's giveaway, and it's a really good one.
Ooh, this smells really good. Hey guys, thanks for watching our channel today. Today you were in with a chance to win this amazing beauty box. We've got some hand cream, we've got some body cream, eye collagen patches, good for the dark circles guys. We've got some lipsticks, just some good stuff here, some really good stuff. I want this beauty box, but basically all you need to do is SST. Subscribe to the channel, share the video and tag us when you shared us. share the video, not shared us obviously. Share the video, and you're in with a chance to win goodies. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the session, the episode today. But yeah, we'll announce them in the next week.
Okay, so here are the rules for entering our giveaway one last time. First, you have to subscribe to this channel. And then once you've subscribed to the channel, you have to share this video, all the other parts of this episode, on social media. But when you do that, you have to make sure to tag us so that we know that you've done that. Once you tag us, you are automatically entered into our giveaway. And be sure to follow our social media pages, because that's where we will announce the winner. The links to all our social media pages are down in the description box. Thank you so much. On the next part of this episode, the girls are talking hashtag relationship goals and what happens when you put it all out there on social media and it goes wrong. Stay tuned.
Hey, thank you for watching the Faith Girls Cafe on Her Walk TV. Be sure to subscribe to our channel.